Hi guys, it's Elena and I'm enchanted to have you be here on my channel. On today's video, this is kind of the part 2 to me making my travel altar, and I'm going to be putting together my travel altar with all sorts of witchy goodness and kind of explaining what I would use it for and kind of going over all the fun things in my travel altar. So if you're new here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It would be an awesome help to a small YouTuber like me. And if you've been here before, hello and welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My awesome witchy box. I have decorated the top to be kind of an altar top. The top is there so I won't have to need an altar cloth, and it's something that I continuously use. So here are the compartments on the inside. I believe this box is made for painting supplies like paintbrushes and paints and things like that, but I am repurposing. So first of all, I am putting in some jars and things that I used quite consistently. The first one was eggshells for protection, rosemary also for protection. This is sand for grounding and binding. And lastly, salt, also for protection and purification. I usually use black salt, but I just ran out, though I can make it on the go if necessary. Then I thrifted this wonderful little metallic plate. It fits so perfectly in there, and I think it'll be a great spot for burning either incense or sage for smoke cleansing my area and things like that. I'm gonna tuck that away in that spot. And matches to, well, have some fire. Because unfortunately I cannot just flick my fingers and make fire appear. That is charcoal for burning herbs and stuff, and I have this set of gems and gemstones for the 7 chakras, the 7 in-body chakras, and I find that aligning them or working with my chakras out in nature kind of works the best for me, most likely because I'm much better at grounding myself when I'm actually sitting on the ground. But whatever works for you, this just works for me. Okay, I'm gonna tuck that in and it fits so perfectly. I'm also going to carry with me a couple empty bottles specifically for spells or creating spells. So that way I won't have to remember to bring one, or if I'm in the middle of a ritual and I feel like I want to make one, I could. So I'm bringing in various sizes. They're all cork top bottles, and I really like the small aesthetic of these little bottles. I feel like they're really great for on the go and just really easy and simple to work with. Just look how cute and tiny they are. Oh, I love it. I love tiny things. Alright, all of those I'm going to tuck away nicely in this velvet pouch. Hopefully they're going to be in there nice and tight and not roll around, and kind of protected and cushioned. Make sure none of them pop out. I'm going to tie that off and kind of squeeze it between the wall of that compartment and my chakra stones. Just look at that perfect fit. I'm also going to bring with me a couple of empty plastic containers. They have this little lid. They're not waterproof, but if I'm out and about and I either want to collect dirt or any leaves or trees or anything like that from that area that just feels right and it's calling, I have a spot to put them and something to carry it with, and I just don't have to, stick it in my pockets, because not all pants have pockets, unfortunately. Just rearranging some things so that they're aligned a little bit better. I'm also leaving a ton of space. That way when I know I'm going to be working on something specific, I can place that in there. Either more herb jars or more things to tuck it in to bring with me. I know anytime I go out, things change, my needs change. It could be either for a ritual or a specific spell or just a meditation thing. That way I want to have options to be able to add things and take things out. But what I'm putting together are kind of the basics of stuff that I would consistently use. This is my travel deck of tarot cards, and I love how they're fairly small and petite, and I just love the artwork. Although the artwork seems a little sad and melancholy, I just feel like it speaks to me, and I just really enjoy this card deck. I tend to keep my cards out of their box I'm not entirely sure why. I don't do the whole silk scarf thing, but I do put them in like this nice little mesh baggie. I feel like when they're inside of their box, they feel kind of closed off and I'm not sure, lonely, but when they're out and about, and I feel like when they can breathe, they feel a little bit more alive. That's just my sense. Let me know how you guys respond to tarot cards or how you store your tarot cards. I don't do anything super specific to them. They're just a tool that I use, but it's a tool that I respect. I'm also bringing in a couple quartz crystals. There's this slightly broken point, but hey, it still works. It's still quartz. A couple of these chunks. These pretty quartzes, and I'm just tucking it into that corner because I know quartz works with absolutely everything and it can enhance a lot of things. Also bringing in a couple of writing utensils, a pen for papers, a Sharpie, and this little marker that was actually gifted to me by a fellow witchy friend, and thank you so much if you're ever watching. So that's going to come with me in my travel altar, and it's great for writing sigils. I work a lot with sigils, and I bring these little papers with me for intentions and burning them and spell work and that type of stuff. I feel like speaking words and writing words have a lot of power, and I tend to use a lot of that in my workings. I'm also bringing these seeded papers. It was from one of my Witchcraft Way box unboxings, and there's an intention growing paper, and it has like seeds embedded into it, so you write down your intention and you kind of plant that paper and it grows with your intention. Oh, I just think it's such a lovely idea. Right, I'm also carrying this little candle holder, little chime candle holder, some plain white tea lights. Those are great to infuse with herbs or incense oils and things like that, and quite a few chime candles. I love the different colors, the different variations for different uses. Again, you can just use white for pretty much everything, but I like to have some variety, and especially if I'm doing a spell bottle and sealing that bottle, it gives it a little bit more oomph, I think. My little charcoal burning spot, and this wonderful tray that I thrifted. Again, I can either use it for mixing herbs, burning things, and things like that. I tend to use a lot of fire in my working as well, so making sure things are fireproof is quite essential. I'll also be bringing this knife with me. That is not an athame, that is actually a knife that I use for cutting either ribbon or paper or branches or things that are around me. I think it's a very important tool to have. Also, this wonderful cloth for me to sit on because I don't really like sitting on grass, especially if it's wet. And here is the little altar box that I'm going to be carrying with me. Now, not everything that I bring with me fits in that box. For instance, my grimoire will not fit in that box, or you could also call it the Book of Shadows. I also bring some tiki torches, like little travel tiki torches with me if I'm working in the evening or at nighttime. But this is kind of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I look forward to seeing you on my next one. Bye!